Several hours later, the convention was going well. As Professor Isaac's seminar, most of the students from my university went home, so I killed some time and came back. I wanted to hear the Victor Conrad lecture. I headed to the hall with plenty of time to spare and saw Maho Diageo. Really hoping that I'm pronouncing it correctly. Coming from the staff room. He was with a very tall foreigner. Was that Alexis Leskinen? It didn't seem like an American name, but maybe he was an immigrant like Ritsu, or at least descended from one. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but the looks on their faces were so serious that I couldn't help but listen. Since we were both speaking in English, I could barely make any of it. But I could tell from the voices that it wasn't a pleasant chat. Wait, did I just hear the word Makise? I hated the fact that I couldn't speak English. If I'd known this was going to happen, I would have gone to an English school. Two of them walked into the waiting room for lecturers. It was located right next to the UBX theater. I put together a few fragments I was able to understand. Fire at Chris's house. Mrs. Max is alright, robbery. Police got all of the investigation. Why was the FBI there? It doesn't make sense. Why would the FBI be there? Isn't the FBI for just domestic threats of the United States? And the Federal Bureau of Investigation, an American police organization, it is attached to the Department of Justice and handles crimes that occur on American soil. There are approximately 30,000 people who work for the FBI. When crimes take place involving a wide area and in multiple states, the FBI investigates under federal law. And here's John Titor. In November 2000, a man appeared on the American message board claiming to be a time traveler from the year 2046. This became an internet phenomenon that inspired a storm of questions and debate. The man called himself John Titor and published partial pictures of the manual for his time machine, as well as an explanation of how it operated. He also made clear what would happen in the near future, how interfering with the timeline worked, the principles behind the multiverse and parallel worlds, as well as timelines and world lines. And 4 months after his appearance, he left a final message saying that he'd completed his mission and would be returning to his world and the adventure for good. I think that's what they were saying. This is his house. Oh, of course, that's why. If they're... They mean where she lives in America? Her mother should still live in America, if that is where the fire was. That would make sense. I mean, I just said that the FBI only investigates domestic threats. And now it's like robbery and the investigation was called off. I really wanted to know more. I stood there and worried until it was time for the lecture to begin. With nothing else to do, I went inside the theater. I could tell earlier by looking at the size of the crowds going inside, but it was a very high energy crowd. Also, this is just some kind of a callback to Steins Gate. Seems that both games begin with some kind of lecture. The atmosphere was clearly different than Isaac's seminar, which was mostly students there for credit. The place was nearly full with a crowd of scientists and people who wanted to learn about cutting-edge technology. Victor Conrad's researchers has published a state of papers in Science recently, which has gotten a lot of media attention. Maybe that was why. Were there any empty seats? I found a single open seat at the edge. I found a single empty seat at the edge. But when I looked at who was next to it, I moaned. Oh god, Moika. This is so weird. You again? Moika Kiryu was there. Kiryu Moika. Just speaking to no one, just typing endlessly into her phone. It was named the Shining Finger because of her incredible typing speed. And she was as fast as ever. Who was she talking to? I didn't even want to imagine. I quickly turned away and looked for another seat. Celeste didn't reach the podium almost the exact instant I sat down. There was a huge wave of applause. But when they saw the tiny little girl standing next up to him, the applause faded in confused murmurs. Mao must have expected this. Her expression didn't change in the slightest as she stood next to the professor. In fact, when she took the microphone from the professor and looked around the theater, she looked like she belonged there.
Ladies and gentlemen.
First, the Keenan began to speak in English. When he made eye contact with Mao, he began to interpret.
Thank you for attending.
皆さん、本日は私のセミナーに集まってくださって感謝します。ビクトル・コンドリア大学脳科学研究所のアレクシス・レスキネンです。専門は脳信号処理システムおよび人工知能理論になります。そして私は助手の比谷城真帆です。同じく脳科学研究所で教授の指導に沿って研究をしています。よろしく。
The audience started murmuring again. That was the same way I responded when I met her. Well, that'll happen here.
では早速ですが、私たちの最先端研究の一端をご紹介します。テーマは人工知能革命としましたが、これからデモンストレーションするシステムはおそらく皆さんの想像を超えたものではないかと思っています。
Oh, that's English though. Leshkinen stood in front of the laptop that was being placed on the podium and started to type.
このパソコンですが、研究所のスーパーコンピューターの一つと接続されています。あ、まだプロジェクターには映さないで。
One of the staffers was about to display the laptop screen on the front projector. Some kind of important program must have been booting up because Mao Yajo stopped them.
すみません、まだ開発途中なんです。非常に美的センスのないプログラムが画面いっぱいに溢れ返っています。こんなチープなプログラムを見られるのは恥ずかしい。裸を見られるよりもね。この中にエンジニアの方がいるなら理解していただけますよね。
One of the audience got the professor's joke and laughed.
起動するまでの間、このシステム全体の概略を説明しましょう。
There was another projector in the center of the stage. A diagram appeared on its screen, and at the top of the diagram was a Japanese translation for the general audience. Isn't this time leap machine? An analysis of neural signals relating to the memories stored in the temporal lobe. I'm shaking right now, I'm having chills. What? I mean, I'm sorry to be saying this, but so is related to the time leap machine. I knew that title well. In fact, I was sure I could never forget it. It was the title of an essay written by the 17-year-old genius and published in Science. She had completely analyzed the nerve impulse patterns that govern human memory and used that to digitize the memories themselves into data. And she had used that to invent a time machine right in front of my eyes. Though, none of that has actually happened anymore.
We've actually been featured in a
サイ
few
エンス
journals
誌に掲
recently,
載されたので
so some of
ご
you
存知
may
の方も
already
い
be
るでしょう。
familiar with the project. It was proposed by a very talented
これは
Japanese member of our
私
team.
たちのチームにいた天才的な日本人研究者によって提唱され完成されたものです。
Human memories are stored
人
in
間の
the
記憶
cerebral
は
cortex,
大
particularly
脳
in
皮
the
質
temporal lobe,
とりわ
a
け
little like flash
側
memory.
頭葉に記録されます。いわゆるフラッシュメモリみたいなもの。
The part of the temporal lobe
そ
that
のメモリ
controls
に
the
記憶を
writing
書
and
き込ん
reading
だ
of
り
memories is
読み出したりするのが
artificial
側頭葉にある海馬傍回という部位になります。
Dr. Lunskinen pointed at the diagrams of the brain and hippocampus on the screen.
The brain works by transmitting
脳は
electrical signals between
ニューロン
cells
と呼ばれる
called
細胞
neurons.
の間を電気信号が伝わっていくことで働いています。
What we call memories are
記
just
憶と
those
いうのも
electrical signals
実
and
は
they're
こう
controlled
いっ
by
た
the
電気信
particle
号の
controllers.
伝わりの一つなのです。その働きを制御しているのが海馬傍回と言ってもいいでしょう。
In other words,
つまり
electrical signals passing
電
through
気
the
信号
particle
が海馬
controllers
傍
is
回を
what
出
creates
入りする
memories.
ことで記憶は作られていくんですね。
That was a foundation for
そこで
Christian Marquis.
マキセ・クリスはこの論文を書いた日本人研究者です。
And excuse me, I mean, Ms. Makise, one of our
マキセ
research
研
assistants.
究員は考えました。
You see here, electrical signals, signal patterns. The
海馬
cerebral
傍
cortex.
回を通る電気信号が電気信号のパターンと大脳皮質の
I also had to have trouble with the interpreting. I was getting confused. No matter how good you were with languages, interpreting for a long period of time had to be difficult. I once read an article on the internet that said even a professional can do it more than 20 minutes. Intentional conferences and live broadcasts from overseas are actually handled by a team of people switching off. Or maybe was she having trouble because Chris's name came up? I think that's the case. Dr. Lenskinen saw she was having trouble and cut himself off. I think that's the case, and I also remember Chris telling us in Steins that the laboratory was kinda filled with people with big egos. So I guess they were rivals of a sort.
すみません。
Ms. Makise, focus on the patterns
マキセ
entering
研
and
究
exiting
員は
the parahippocampal
海馬
cortex.
傍回を出入りする電気信号のパターンに着目しました。
By analyzing those patterns,
そのパ
she
タ
was
ーンが
able to gather data on which
大脳
memories
皮
in the
質の
cerebral cortex
どの記
they
憶と
corresponded
対
to.
応しているのか解析を行って完全なデータを得たのです。
This data allows her to
こ
take
れ
the
によって
analog memory signals
記憶という
and
曖昧で
convert them
アナロ
into
グ
a
な
digital
ものを
combination of
電気
electrical
信号
signal
の
patterns
パターン
based on
の
the
組み
basis
合わ
of
せと
this
いう
theory.
デジタルなものに変換する基礎理論が確立されたのです。
Ms. Makise published her
これ
research
が
in several journals.
サイエンス誌に掲載された彼女の論文です。
And now, based on her theory,
そして現
our
在
team has developed a
私
system
た
for
ちの
storing
チー
human
ムは
memories as
そ
digital
の
data.
理論をもとに人間の記憶をデジタルデータとして取得するシステムを開発しています。
A wave of whispered spectacles to theater.
In other words,
それはすなわち
this system allows human
人
memories
間
to
の
be
記
stored
憶を
and
コン
accessed
ピュー
on
ターに保
computers.
存しそれを活用するシステムということになります。
The whispers turned into a low roar. I see. But even after her death, Chris's research was being carried on. Of course. Maybe it was natural that it would be. That was the basic theory for time leaping, which I had proved myself, even if I could never prove it to anyone else in the Alpha World line. My memories had been turned into data and stored on the computer. There was no doubt about that. Now what Dr. Lynchkinen was talking about right now was the basic technology required for that process.
At present, we are
現在
attempting to apply this
私たちが
system
行
to two
っている
major
プロジェクト
projects.
は
The first is
主に
medical
2
tracking.
つです。1つは医療分野への応用です。
Slide on the projection changed.
For this application, we've
こ
been
ちらは
cooperating with the
精神生理学研究所
Physiological
と
Psycho-Linguistic
共同で行っているプロジェクトです。
By passing data from a computer
コンピューター
to the
に保存した記憶デ
we
ー
can
タを
rewrite memories
海
to
馬
the
妨害
original
を
brain.
通して再び元の脳に書き戻すというもので、
Incredible!
Someone who looked like a grad student in the front row shouted. Dr. Lynchkinen didn't seem particularly put off by the interruption. How could he use her interpretation?
You don't believe it? I know how you feel.
信じがた
I'd be
い
thinking
で
the
す
same
か。
thing if I were you.
その気持ちは理解できます。私も皆さんの立場であればそう言ったでしょう。
But let me just ask you.
しかし
Can you imagine
この研究に
the incredible
私たちは
applications
手
of
応
this
えを感じ
technology?
ています。これが実用化できればどんなに素晴らしいことでしょう。
We could treat memory loss in
例えば
memory or
老化による
Alzheimer's
記憶障害、
problems that currently have
あ
no
と
cure.
はアルツハイマーなどそうしたものへの対処療法が期待できます。
Anyone's memories could be
患者の記憶を
backed up
データと
as
して
digital
自動
data.
的にバックアップしていくのです。
Even if a memory is
記
lost,
憶が失われた
every
として
time
も
it's possible to
その都度
access,
PC に
access
アクセスし
and reinstall data in
脳
the
内
brain.
にデータを再インストールすることが可能です。
We could halt the progress of
それに
senility
よっ
and
て
dementia.
忘却の進行を食い止められるのではない
Can
か
accomplish.
私たちはそう考えています。
Maybe, but Alzheimer doesn't really work that way, since with Alzheimer's you also at some point forget the basic commands of your body. Basically, to put it as an example, say someone with Alzheimer's has a glass of water in front of it with also a big pitcher of water next to it. That person could think like, the glass is empty, so I want more water, but the thought of pouring it from the pitcher into the glass wouldn't occur to them because that step is just gone from their memories. So there would be a point where the memories would be stored on the PC, but they wouldn't know anymore how to operate the PC.
Eventually, it would be
最
possible
終
to
的に
directly
は
and continuously
海馬妨害
access
から
data stored on
PC 内の
computer
記憶データに
from
常
the
時アクセス
computers.
できるようになるでしょう。
So if the blame were to loss
そうすれば
significant functionality,
脳
say
機能が
through brain
失われた
damage
状
or
態、
atrophy,
例えば脳が激しく損傷したり萎縮してしまった場合などですが、
the system would essentially
そのような状態でも
whatever part of the
変わら
brain
ず
was
脳
failing.
機能を維持できます。
Think of it like an
あたか
external
も
hard drive.
外部ストレージと同じように。
Strange feeling gripped the hall. Part of it was shock and the feeling that they were witnessing the announcement of an incredible technology. Part of it was skepticism that a system like this could ever actually work. Part of it was revulsion at the idea of playing around with the human brain like that. And excitement born of all these things passed from one member of the crowd to another. And just feels weird. To me it feels like, I don't know, this isn't it, but it feels like they've stolen this technology from Kurisu. Dr. Leskinen raised his hand to encourage questioners.
I'm seeing some of you have questions.
どうやら2つ目のプロジェクトをお話しする前に質問を受け付けないといけないようですね。
I'll answer as many as I can. Go
で
ahead.
きる範囲でお答えします。どうぞ。
Many hands were raised. I could tell that there was a wide age range of people interested. Both young and old were raising their hands. Dr. Lenskinen pointed to a questionnaire. This was the first question. Doubling would be required when digitizing unlocked memories. Does that mean that any information would be lost? The professor nodded as he listened to the question in Japanese and began to respond in English when the speaker finished. Maybe he was able to understand Japanese but not speak it?
その質問を言い換えると、オーケストラの生演奏を WAV のデータに保存する際、生演奏のすべてを完璧に記録することはできないと。確かにその懸念はあります。現在の研究で最も困難な問題の一つです。脳内のネットワークが神経伝達物質のオンオフだけで、つまり二進数的にデータのやり取りをしているのであれば簡単な問題でした。それはデジタルデータと同じことだからです。しかし実際には伝達物質や電気信号は脳内でアナログ的に変化することが分かっています。この問題に関しては今のところより高いサンプリングレートでデータをサンプルする方法しか手段を持っていません。音楽の話で言えば 44.1kHz よりも 48kHz、 48kHz よりも 96kHz でサンプリングするといった具合です。それによってデジタルでありながらアナログデータに近い情報を得ようとしています。
Little by little, the mood in the room was turning to disappointment. People were beginning to wonder if this was just a pretty theory that wouldn't work in reality. More questions came. All of the questioners were skeptical of the professor's theory. Many of them seemed to be outright challenging him. I started to get upset. This was Dr. Leskin's research, but it was also Chris's. I knew better than anyone that it worked, and the sight of so many people refusing to give it a chance infuriated me. Were these people really scientists? I tried to keep myself under control and looked back towards the podium. Was she mad? She certainly looked disappointed. Dr. Leskinen was very polite with the rude questioners, acknowledging the problems with the theory. He was very different. Her anger was starting to seep into her interpreting too. I felt a kind of kinship with her. The question and answer session continued.
そもそもこれは医学的に無謀でしょう。デジタルデータを脳に書き戻すなんて絶対に不可能だ。正気の沙汰ではない。サイエンス誌に掲載されたあの論文も読みましたが、にわかには信じられない。ましてや筆頭著者が若干17歳の女性だったとあっては。
That was the one thing I couldn't ignore.
あなたね。
いがあれ。
It's so weird seeing Ocarina without the lab coat. Also, Jackson.
Huh?
This is just the two people on the stage and the entire audience all turned towards me at once.
やってみもしないで何がわかるって言うんだ。
This is such a callback to Steins Gate. I love it.
最初は無理だと思われてた技術なんてこの世にいくらでもあるじゃないか。でもそれを克服した研究者がいたからこそ今があるんだろう。 ただ批判するだけじゃ何も生まれない。
The whole theater went silent, but I didn't regret standing up
あなた
on the stage. Maho. I still have very difficulty with pronouncing her last name. Yacho was staring at me in shock. And that's for Dr. Then I saw a flash of white teeth as her eyes met.
Awesome. He's very something.
Dude, your English is really something. He started to applaud. Why was he applauding? That just makes things embarrassing.
素晴らしい。彼はなかなか大したやつだ。ですって。
Maho translated the professor's words for me to hear.
Nonetheless, a scientist
た
must
だし
always remain composed.
科学者たるもの常に冷静でなければいけない。
The only time when it is
大声
possible
で
to
怒鳴って
shout
いい
is
のは
when your
実験
experiment
が
is
成
a
功し
success
た
and you
時
say,
の
"We did it,"
We did it
and that should be enough.
それだけで十分だそうですよ。
すみません。
I lowered my head and sat down. I thought I was gone, but I guess I let my emotions get away from me. I hadn't grown at all in the past 6 months. Crusoe was here, she'd make fun of me again. I could feel the rest of the audience staring at me coldly. It hurt. It also hurts just not having Crusoe here. I could have left. I would have wanted to, but I was too interested in hearing the rest of Dr. Eskinen's talk to move. I'm getting emotional because I just miss Crusoe.
And anyway, moving on.
それでは皆さん、そろそろ次に。
Oh, first, a round of
で
applause,
も
please, for
その
our
前
great
に
friend.
勇敢な彼に拍手をお願いします。
Oh no, please, no.
Men like him are what
彼
drives
のような
scientific
挑
progress
戦者
and
こそが
enact the
科学を
core
進歩させ
remarkable theories.
あっと驚くような理論を作り上げるのです。
He may even become the third
彼なら
Einstein.
きっと第3のアインシュタインになれるかもしれませんね。
The second Einstein, of course,
ち
would
な
be
み
my
に
slightly
第
fussy
2のアイン
assistant
シュ
here.
タインはここにいるちょっと小うるさい私の助手。変なこと言うのはやめてください、教授。
The audience chuckled. Jeez.
さて、ここで私はしばらく通訳をお休みさせていただきます。これから私よりも優秀な通訳が登場します。これが私たちのチームが今最も力を入れている2つ目のプロジェクト。アマデウスシステムです。
When she finished speaking, Mao walked through the back of the stage. I Dr. Eskinen's signal. The PC screen was displayed on the projector. And then I heard a voice.
皆さん、初めてお目にかかります。
The murmuring got louder than before. But it felt more uncertain than surprised. On the screen, I could see a detailed 3D model of Mao, the girl who'd just been interpreting.
ちなみにこれは映画などで有名なドリンクワークススタジオに作成してもらったモデルです。
Transferred Studios. Mao, yeah, Joe jumped in from the back of the stage.
声については私のボイスサンプルをデータベースにして日本の山名が作ってくれました。
This was CG. It sure looked real to me. The professor said something into the laptop's microphone. And then the 3D model of Mao. Yeah, Joe on the screen opened its mouth.
私は比谷城真帆です。正確に言うなら78時間22分前の比谷城真帆から派生した存在ということになります。
Yeah, Joe. Yeah, Joe. Okay, I think I got it. If you listen carefully, you might be able to hear something slightly off, but the sound is far more human than any artificial voice I've ever heard.
先ほどから皆さんの質問を聞かせていただいていました。教授はどうして私を早く紹介しないのかと、とてももどかしく思っていましたよ。以前から感じていましたが、どうも教授は人が悪いようですね。まったくだわ。
Wow, yeah, Joe on the screen spoke with a slightly irritated expression. And wow, yeah, Joe on the wall nodded in agreement. Dr. Lenskinen simply smiled. What's going on here? What part of this was the biggest project? The rest of the audience didn't seem to have any more of a clue than I did.
皆さんの多くは疑問に思っています。人間の記憶をデータとして取り出したり、それを保存したり、さらにはそのデータを活用したり、そんなことが本当に可能なのかと。それでは私は一体何でしょうか。私は78時間23分前のヒア城真帆の脳内から取り出された記憶を持ち、そのデータをベースにして動いているのです。
What did she just say? The professor said something else in rapid English and asked Mao on the screen to translate it. But she, if she was the right word, hesitated and went silent. I looked at the real Mao and she was responding exactly the same way.
教授、今のは。教授、今の発言はセクシャルハラスメントとして大学に訴えてもいいでしょうか。
Dr. Lenskinen laughed cheerfully and responded to her. Oh, that was really clever. That's just to prove that both the virtual Mao and the Mao right next to him responded in the same way. The conversation was in quick English and over half of the audience couldn't understand it. The real Mao sighed and took back the microphone.
教授はですね、私に対して、いえ、私の記憶で動作しているこのアマデウスに対して質問に答えてごらんと言いました。いつ頃までパパとお風呂に入っていたかとか、初恋はいつだったかとか、何でも答えられるだろうと。ああ、もうそれ以上通訳しなくていいわ。恥ずかしいからやめてくれないかしら。私はそういう質問には一切答えないわよ。
Okay. So personality is also a part of it. It was not really the issue with the phone wave and tiny machine, but there were only pure memories stored, and it seems that in this model, in this system, that also the personality is copied. The professor said something else, and the Mao on the screen groaned and turned away.
クレジットカードの番号なんてもっと言えません。あと1週間前に着ていたパジャマの色なんて覚えてるわけないです。
What's this? It was so natural that I couldn't tell it at first, but this was something unbelievable, wasn't it? It felt very different than a typical AI, I could tell that much. It wasn't answering the questions it was given, and because they were embarrassing? Was it programmed to respond like this to certain questions? For the purpose of this demonstration? It was possible that that's all it was, but if this conversation wasn't programmed in advance, the rest of the crowd seemed to reach the same conclusion I did, and the whisper started to turn into a surprised murmur, and that means that the AI has real personality to it.
ねえ、ちょっといい加減このいたずらな子供を何とかしてくれないかしら。何をしたいのか理解はできるけど、とにかく恥ずかしいわ。
Copy of Mao was complaining to the original. It felt like I was watching a pair of twin sisters talking.
いたずらな子供ではなく、レスキネン教授が面白がってなかなか説明してくれないので、代わりに私がお話しします。
Mao walked back to the professor.
皆さん、 もうお分かりかと思いますが、アマデウスは自分が話していいこととそうでないこと、あるいは話したいことと話したくないことを自ら判断して喋っています。私たちはアマデウスにそういったプログラムを一切施していません。彼女は与えられた私の記憶からそれを独自に判断し、自律的にそういう行動をとっているのです。
Mao ons Lily took over for her.
そしてこれは先ほどの医療分野への応用とは方法性が真逆になってしまい、研究所内でずっと議論が交わされていることですが、私は不必要な情報をいつの間にか忘れてしまう。
So it's much more like human memory instead of computer memory.
というか、記憶の引き出しから出してこられなくなるのです。皆さんと同じようにです。例えば、1週間前に着ていたパジャマの色。確かにそれを知っていたはずなのに、今は思い出せません。そのような情報は生存していく上で必要がないからです。これも皆さんと同じです。このようにアマデウスは記憶のインプットやアウトプットが人間のそれと非常に近いのです。これは私たちも驚くべき結果として研究を重ねている最中で、まだ詳しくは解明されていません。
As Mao finished up, Dr. Leskinen took the microphone back. He resumed interpreting as he was continuing the lecture.
さらに私たちを驚かせたのは、アマデウスが意図して嘘をつくということ。何らかのトラブルやミスではなく、わざとそうするのです。嘘は人間が他人とコミュニケーションを取る上での一つの手法です。
You know, what I'm really hoping for is that somehow Krista's memories are stored somewhere and she can be brought back kind of in this way. I mean, this AI keeps memories in a human-like fashion and also has a personality, so that means that Krista can basically stay a tsundere forever.
アマデウスもインプットされた記憶を自律的に検討し、必要であれば自分や他人のために平気で嘘をつきます。教授、誤解を招くような言い方はやめてください。嘘をつくのに平気なことなんてありません。私だって両親が咎めます。
Dr. Leskinen cut off. He seemed to be hesitating. Mao didn't seem especially surprised by this. Maybe she knew the reason. But the moment passed, and the professor continued. And Mao translated his words like there was nothing shocking about them at all.
このような検証を続けていくことで、最終的に私たちはアマデウスに人間と同様の魂を宿すことができるのではないかと考えています。
I was stunned. A soul? Could one of the leading brain scientists in the world really be using the word with such a fake definition?
これこそ本当の意味での人工知能ということになります。
The whole hall got very quiet, and it was sheer chaos for a while after that as everyone tried to debate their own personal theories with Dr. Leskinen at once.